Dobro večer. Čujemo li se ekipica? Možda ću malo stišati igricu, jel tako? Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello. Dobro večer ekipa, mislim da moram malo stišati igricu, malo je glasna. Ali, kako ste mi? Vidim da već koristite nove emođije. Kako vam se sviđaju novi emođiji? Imamo novu pozadinu. Malo smo promijenili. Jer smo se, dečko ja, zamijenili za sobe. Jer u onoj sobi meni je bilo prevruće, pa je on meni dao ovu. Koja ima dobar prozor sa puno vjetra. Jesam li danas prekažena kokoš malo? Muči me suhi kašalj užasno. Ali okej, nos mi curi, ali kao generalno sam bolje. Jel vam je i dalje preglasno? Kako vam je sad? Jel vam ovako okej? Čujete mene, čujete igricu? Je li dobro? Ha? A nemam sad za kupit saptolete jer sam u Jordanu. Dobro je, ok, super. Ja ću samo kratko objaviti u Discordu da smo live i onda odmah krećemo bez previše čekanja, može? Samo da nas objavim, da dođe ekipa koja nije ovdje. Ok, dijeli, kopiraj. Ovo u Discord. I onda krećemo, evo samo sekundicu. Ok, evo ga. Objavljeno. Emile! Hvala ti puno na donaciji. Thank you. Opet si imala legde. Ja uopće nisam iznenađena, ok? Ja uopće nisam iznenađena. Da malo pojačam. Ja ću vam pojačati malo, ali recite mi ako će vam biti preglasno, ok? Evo. Kako mi je prošao vikend, by the way? Kako vam se sviđa nova pozadina? Nova pozadina, malo, nema niš posebno iza, ali kao, ok je. Hvala ti, Emile. Ja nemam pojma šta se radi u ovoj igrici. Ja samo znam da ste vi ovo htjeli gledat. Tako da, okej. Idemo. Vidjela sam da dolazi Lara Croft. Vidjela sam i veselim se, sutra ćemo... Danas je trebao biti Dead by Daylight, a sutra Marta is Dead, ali sutra dolazi PTB. Tako da ćemo sutra igrati... PTB. Emile, hvala ti puno na dodaciji. Idemo sa igricom. Let's go. Nemam pojma o čem se radi, realno. Fakat nemam pojma. Oh my god, moram isključiti notifikacije. Please adjust the brightness until the image is barely visible. Image on the left. kao ja bih htjela da mi igrica bude malo svjetlija. Tako da, ajde budem stala tak nekak. Nek bude zapravo na sredini kak je bilo. Okay, apply. The story of Martha is dead. Aha, okej. Nebitno, znači... Nije dogodilo. Lol. Hvati puno Dušane, znači... Taman smo, tek smo krenuli. Sad moramo slušati iz početka. Okej. Idemo iz početka. Idemo, to je znak da bolje idemo teleportirati. Da, evo, nemam pojma, znači nikad mi se ovo nije dogodilo. Pa znate, kad stream nikad mi nije se srušila igrica, what the fuck je ovo. Okej, ajmo.
Ciao, I'm Julia Kay. I'm glad you are here. Nobody has visited me in ages. It's been years now. I must tell you my story, but I don't know where to begin. There is so much that... I should start from my childhood, but my memories of these times are vague. I only remember the summer of 1929, when they sent me off to stay with my nanny.
Nanny, will you tell me the story of the White Lady?
No, little sparrow. Not tonight. A fog is coming, see?
Yes. I know that when it's foggy, the lady kills young women. But why is she so evil?
You see, Julia, pain and suffering can make us do evil things, even if we're not actually bad.
Just like soldiers have to kill other soldiers. I like the lady, I've decided, Nanny. She must be in so much pain. The poor dear. She still scares me a little, though. Soon I'll be a young woman, and she could kill me.
Sad se neću moći koncentrirati na priču, hvala ti puno na donaciji i na
Course not.
That
hororu
makes
za...
me I love her. But what about Martha?
Hvala.
Would she be in danger?
Naravno da je
Your
hrvatska,
sister
lol.
is with your mother, so do not worry. Do you miss them?
No. I mean, yes, I miss Martha a little, but I love spending time with you.
Now, go to sleep, little sparrow. It's getting late.
Okay, Nanny. I'll go to sleep and dream of the lady. Was she beautiful?
She was beautiful. Yes, very much so.
Then she'll be beautiful in my dreams. And will I be beautiful just like her?
You'll be even more beautiful.
Listen, Nanny. Since the lady won't harm me because I love her, and since you're not a young woman, could you tell me her story? Even if it's foggy outside. Please. Oh, please. Then I'll sleep. I promise.
Oh, all right. You always get your own way.
I loved Nanny and I loved that story. Every time I heard it, it sounded like a new and more mesmerizing tale. Every night I would ask her to tell me about it, even though it scared me. Even now I can remember every single day of that time and how happy I was.
According to an ancient legend, the lakes of the area are haunted by the spirit of a young woman who was killed by the man she loved.
Lol.
She was expecting a lover's stroll by the lake, gazing out at the old tree growing on the lake's island.
Emile. Dosta!
So
Hvala ti puno na
much
donaciji.
desire that death, not love, was awaiting
Ne
her.
mogu se koncentrirati na priču! Sorry.
In despair, the man confessed he had killed her out of jealousy. So he was hanged on the small island, in the middle of the very same lake where he had killed the girl. They searched everywhere, but the girl's body was never found. Since then, her spirit, known as the White Lady, has been imprisoned in the depths of the lake. She grieves eternally. For the loss of the man she loved.
Oh my god.
When fog arises, the White Lady is known to leave the waters of the lake and roam the woods, looking for her long-lost love in vain. Within the fog of dawn, hunters have claimed to hear the wailing of a woman in the distance. Every time the sad memory of the night she perished stirs in her soul, she takes the life of a young woman by slaying such a life in its youth. Even just for an instant, the lady feels free from the burden of her pain.
Good night, Nanny.
Good night, my love.
Ok, znači imamo tu White
I spent
Lady.
almost 3 years with the nanny, but when I came home, I quickly forgot how to be happy. My memories did not return until 15 years later, in 1944, when I stayed in that house. I enjoyed setting up cameras in the woods by the lake. My father created a device that attached to the cameras. It would make them take pictures at set intervals. I was trying to photograph animals, or whatever else was in that damned place.
Emile. Hello? Hvala ti puno. Znači, ovi kabums su najbolji za horror igrice. Hvala ti puno dodaci. Ne znam ko je Nemo, tako da ću već bi bila zadnja. I opet moram očekivat kabum. A mislim, vjerojatno i da znam ko je on bio odabrala lazanju.
Reel off the film.
Ajme meni! Majko mila. Hvala ti puno.
Open the camera. Remove the old roll of film.
Okay.
Put the new film in.
Dušane, hvala ti puno na doniranom članstvu.
Close the camera.
Okej.
Load the film.
Oprostite za Samo malo tu gledam šta tu svega ima.
This painter was a friend of Grandpa's. I always loved his paintings. As a child, I used to look at them for hours.
What the fuck se događa s igricom?
Daddy's oboe. We were preparing a really nice duet together.
Aha, rekla mi je da sjeće uključim, ha. A šta držim u ruci? Upaljač. Dobro. Okej.
When you're done, can you come and get the flowers, please? Or send Martha if you like.
Never a moment's peace. Even at a time like this. She can't sit still for a second.
Ali ja sam gluha, ja ne bi trebala znat šta ona govori, ha?
These hunting rifles are not Daddy's. He never went hunting. Nanny must have left them here. Everything always has to be perfect with her.
Di ja idem s tim cvijećem?
Parla Londra. Trasmettiamo alcuni messaggi speciali. Felice non è felice. È cessata la pioggia. La mia barba è bionda. Parla Londra. Abbiamo trasmesso alcuni messaggi speciali.
Ne razumijem. Ja ne znam šta moram zove cvijećem, ljudi moji. Bože dragi, sam glupa. Znači, njoj ga ne mogu dat u ruke. U vazu ga ne mogu stavit. Aha, bože budale. Ja sam retard za ovakve igrice, ljudi moji.
What's happening? Who closed the door?
Erich, wake up. Do you think it's appropriate to sleep here? Of all places?
What? Yes. I must have fallen asleep.
What are they talking about?
Dušane? Hvala ti puno na još jednom zaniranom klasu. Oh my god! What the fuck? Ko je poslao ovo? Ko je ovo slao?
Why don't you go to bed?
No, no. I want to stay with my daughter.
Your daughter? Your daughter? You have another daughter, you know. The one who's still alive. Remember?
What are you talking about, Irena? Julia is dead.
Ljudi.
Julia harmed and as if that were not enough, she has now also abandoned her.
It's the same old story. Everything is always
Znači-
Julia's fault, isn't it? Her fault for Martha being deaf, and for you being infertile.
What the fuck?
Do you think
Ko je to
it's the
poslao?
right time for this?
Nisam vidjela.
Julia is dead, Irena. Dead. Someone killed her.
Beauty preparati. Mala na prirodno neće da se vrati. Krije se ispod beauty slojeva. Sve svoje 7 days pojela.
Only problem. It would have been better if she hadn't been born at all.
Hvala ti, Arone.
The crazy one?
Hvala.
Me? They have done this to get at me, yes. Your death is all my fault. All I could ever do for you was hurt you, Julia. My poor, sweet, crazy girl.
Znači,
What will I do without?
blizanke.
What will life be like now?
Jednu
All the time
vole,
I didn't
drugu
spend with
mrzem.
you. But now I'm home. We can go fishing together. We can take pictures of butterflies. No. We can't do anything together anymore, can we? Nothing. I miss you, Julia. I miss you.
While American bombings continue to devastate the peaceful towns within the Elsa Valley, we have heard some tragic news from the area of La Ramola. The young daughter of German Army General Erich K. was murdered near her home. What possible reason could there have been behind such a cowardly act? This is what the Carabinieri, who immediately intervened, hope to find out.
Okay.
Mother didn't seem to suffer from the situation. All she cared about was that my death was so painful for Martha. But not having me around anymore must have been a great relief to
Wow,
her.
da
At the
odvratno,
end of the
odvratno.
day, it was better for everyone that it was me who died. And it was better for me too that people thought that. But the guilt began to consume me. That's when I started having horrible nightmares.
What? No. No. Her soul. Na kraju onda, aha.
Martha has lost her soul. Martha has lost her soul. Martha has lost her soul.
Ew! That's disturbing.
Martha has lost her soul.
Onryo.
Martha has lost her soul. Martha has lost her soul.
Ovo je jako čudno. Ovo je jako disturbing. What the fuck? What the fuck? Ne! Iu! What the fuck? Isuse, fuj! What the fuck? Da trebam cenzurirati, šta da radim? Sad šta sad da radim?
It was just a dream.
Ljudi, je li ona nju ubila? Kao, nemojte mi reći, ali kao najbolji plot twist na kraju bi bio da je ona nju ubila.
I wish all of this was a dream and my sister is just sleeping in her bed.
Jer je bila ljubomorna, što su nju roditelji voljeli, a nju ne.
It was only a few months ago, and now. Martha had asked for a picture of me to put in this frame. She wanted me to do one of those expressions of mine that made her laugh. Expressions that she couldn't quite imitate. She used to say that those were the signs of my soul. Can a photo capture the soul? Can I capture Martha's soul?
Zašto mi se ovo događa s igricom?
Martha's clothes. To me, wearing them will be like having her with me. Mummy will also be happy to see them. Or I could wear my clothes in the other wardrobe. I always keep my trinket box locked. Oh gosh, if Mummy sees this picture, she throws away for sure. It's me and Lapo. I want to see him as soon as possible so we can mourn Martha's death together. Nanny will be visiting me soon. I'm already dressed.
Sorry.
Everything I need is always in my bag.
Okay.
The key to my trinket box. Here is my diary.
Dobro.
July 12th, 1944. This is a new diary. We moved here today and I forgot my old one back at home. But that's okay. A new chapter in my life, a new diary. They say they brought us here for our own safety. Daddy, the war, and everything else. Nanny gave us her house and she went to look after the mansion. It's weird being back here after so many years. I remember Nanny telling me the fairy tale of the Lady of the Lake. It's one of the few happy memories I have from when I was little. Nanny isn't here and that's a shame, but Martha is here with me. I also get to see Lapo more often, which is wonderful. He's always hanging around here. Mum is thankfully too preoccupied with fixing up the house to worry about me. At least for now.
Okej.
July 16th, 1944. There's something creepy about the woods. Every time I'm at the lake, I get a strange feeling. Maybe it's the legend of the White Lady playing tricks on me. I get weird ideas. I think that there is this presence. Then I think I'm just being crazy. Anyway, crazy or not, I want to take some pictures. I'm not scared. In fact, I'd say I'm excited. I've made arrangements with Martha. She's coming to the lake with me tomorrow to set up 2 new cameras with timers, and we'll see what we can photograph. Not before a good swim, of course. To be honest, Martha doesn't like photography all that much, and recently she's gone off swimming too. But she does like spending time with me by teasing me. Then when she gets bored, she disappears
Nie
into
ma
the
macie
woods,
to, ej.
and I do my own thing. I feel right when we're together.
Tak, sezonem. Nemre momentit datovai
July
ne
16th,
kildan.
1940.
Ajmo van. Zostav je.
Yes, Huey. I'll be right there. I'm just going upstairs to pull Martha down for breakfast.
It's July 18th.
Fine, but I'm not sure we should let her sleep all day. What do you think? What did you say? Okay, I won't wake her up. I'll just turn on her light.
This is not the right key. I must get her key if I want to know what's inside her trinket box. They really think I'm Martha and I can't hear them. I need to be careful not to talk, or I will be in serious trouble.
Okej, ajmo van.
It's locked. Strange. Why did they lock my room?
Martha's breakfast is ready. We can go.
Yes. It's getting late.
Did you leave the newspaper for Martha? You know how much she likes reading it.
Yes, Irene. Can't you see?
And that camera, are you leaving it there?
Yes, Irene. Can't you leave it there for a few more days? Do you mind? It was for Julia. I will take it away.
Wow, mater...
Promise.
Kolda jedva čeka da se riješi svoje kćeri. Zašto je toliko mrzi, nije mi jasno.
It is as if... I don't know how to explain it.
All right. But let's go now. We have too much to do. We can't stay here all day talking.
Mummy is right, though. Martha always read everything. It's me who will now read the newspaper instead. They'll be out all day. The funeral preparations will take them a long time. Everything is more complex with the war. Over the next few days, I will see little to nothing.
Gle ovo. Jel mogu ja namjestiti i postavke?
Brutal.
Okay.
Assassination in San Casciano. Julia Kay, a young woman from a respectable family, brutally murdered near her home. Carabinieri investigates. A possible political motive emerges. Martha was not killed by politics or war. She was killed by something much closer and much less clear. I will find out the truth.
Dobra.
Brutal assassination
Aha,
in
czekaj,
San
to jest
Casciano.
zaprzytala, okej.
First improvements in food registration. Bread rations increased by 50 grams per day as of April 20th. A kilo more every month of soup ingredients. Reforms to the treatment of agricultural workers and an unexpected distribution of jam. Firm bulwark even in the skies. 159 aircraft of the Germanic defense shot down in 24 hours. Major Russian operation northwest of Jassy. Enemy convoy lost in the Mediterranean. 2 destroyers and 6 merchant vessels sunk.
Nie sobie, że tak dosadno.
Julia Kay. Distressed but supported by faith.
Nie mogę być przeczytała.
Irene the mother, Erich the father, and Martha the sister sadly announced Julia's passing. The funeral will take place in La Romola, Thursday, July 20th at 9:30 p.m., departing from the property of the deceased.
Ok, šta je ovo? Zašto ne mogu niš? Ok.
I liked watching Nanny as she cooked. I always picked up loads of techniques.
Pa ni...
Oggi Bonsi. On the day of Saint
Ona još tu
Alexis,
leži.
the battle rages in the city tormented by pain.
What the hell? For moments I thought I saw... No, that's not possible. It must be this whole situation making me see things that don't
Forcing the
exist.
French to retreat
What
to
the
Piazza
fuck?
del Mercato. The situation
Zašto
is
ona još
currently
uvijek
under
tu
control.
leži? Disturbing.
We are so lucky. In these difficult times, pantries are empty and people are going hungry. But with a German general for a father, food is Mummy's sewing machine. She learnt how to sew because nobody else could do it to her liking. These could be of use to me.
Ok. Šta, da izrežeš još nečiju facu? Isuse, zašto mi igrica ovo
Mama's
radi?
medicine. Will they do her any good? This fabric is not new to me, yet I do not think I've ever seen it in the house. Lorenzini haberdashery. 5 meters of grey cotton fabric. 6 meters of white linen fabric. 4 meters of green satin. Delivered on June 5th, 1944. In the event of
Sutra
an
ćemo
issue,
imat Dead by
contact us
Daylight.
on the number
Zato što izlazi PTB.
6087. And this
Sutra
red
ćemo
fabric?
isprobat PTB
It's
Lara
not
Croft.
been mentioned. Could this also be one of Mummy's, or could the nanny have left it here?
Isuse, ljudi, jel mogu ja promijeniti kako? Settings, molim vas. Gle ovo, ultra. Ja ću to malo smanjiti, ok? Ajmo staviti na high. Daj da vidim šta još imamo u settingsima. Video. Medium. Nadam se da neće pokvariti previše kvalitetu. Bolje. Iako i dalje čudno. Ali ok. Malo je bolje. Jer meni izgleda ovdje kao da se... Isključi motion blur. Nisam to ne vidjela. Gdje je to? Thanks. To mi je trebalo. Ajme, napokon. I dalje malo kao... čudno, ali puno bolje nek što je bilo. Jel tako? Šta tu možemo nešto isto?
When I was little, these barrels seemed enormous. I thought I could live inside one.
Ništa tu nemamo, okej. Znači, zašto mi ovako trokira? Prostite ljudi, nemam pojma šta se događa. Znači, Dead by Daylight je puno teža igrica i puno... kao i online i sve. Pa mi nikad ne trokira ovako.
He doesn't take photos anymore because of his work, but photography is still his true passion.
Trebam staviti na high.
I'm allowed to use the dark room when I want to.
No, what the fuck? Zašto mi je to opet uključeno? Oprostite. Kao, nemam pojma,
There
okej.
are 3 baths when developing photos. The development bath, then the first rinse, and then the fixing bath. The second rinse is done directly in the sink afterwards.
Jako puno blebeće. Kao, baš jako puno priča. Okej, to je to.
Before I can use the enlarger, I should take a photo.
Znači sad ju... Ona bi se trebala uzeti u kameru, što
Daddy
ne?
had this device brought here last week. It's old, but still works. He has always loved everything technological.
Zašto ne mogu uzeti kameru?
Bread, butter, jam, and coffee. Martha's typical breakfast. I prefer honey and milk, but I'll have to adapt to her tastes, obviously.
Napokon.
For Julia, to take more and more photos, Dad. I can verify that the camera is still working by taking a photo. I could photograph a sparrow. There are so many of them out here. Chocolate, a privilege for few people in these times. There might be birds around the little wall in front of the house. I always put crumbs on it for them.
Okay. Oh my god. Ne mogu ići dolje ili šta? Ljudi, hoće li se više sviđati ako stavim crveno svjetlo? Ja sam htjela staviti crveno svjetlo, ali nekako mi je izgledalo petasto, pa sam vratila na plavo. Ali mi se čini da će više pasati uz ovaj mood igrice ako stavim crveno. To bi se trebala fotkat, što ne? What? Bože moj dragi, koja komplikacija za napraviti fotku. Okej. Okej. Close. Ne znam jesam to trebala napraviti ili šta, ali... Okej. Stavim crveno. Se kao i dalje nije spooky. Jer imam svjetla. Ali nekako možda za bolji mood.
This is the center of our farm, but since we moved here, it hasn't worked like it used to. Security matters, Daddy says.
Jel vi čujete njega kako on priča? Molim vas mi recite jer ću mu otići tamo i onda će me čut. Oh my god, isto kak je glasan. Čekaj da mu kažem da si zatvori vrata. Da ugasim svjetlo. Ne znam kako će vam to izgledat. Možda ovako. Je vam ovako okej? Nisam skroz ugasila. Ali kao smanjila sam ih. Ljepše. Ne razumijem šta moram slikat. Šta moram slikat? Nije mi jasno. Mnogo bolje, ajde super. To je kak čudna sjena. Ja vam pojma šta moram fotkat. Nisam bila tamo već. Meni je kod ove igrice strašno, to što je strašno glupa. Mislim, ja nemam pojma šta se događa.
I always wanted to swim here when I was with Nanny, even when it was cold.
Kako sam ja sve živo istražila, ali ja znam šta ja trebam fotkat, ja nemam pojma. Užasno me živcira što ovako trokira, što nije smooth. Bože, ja ne znam što radim. Ljudi! Šta sad moram? Ja imam negdje nešto što mogu vidjeti što trebam raditi. Oh.
My bike. The wheel is deflated as usual. A bicycle pump will solve this.
A Isuse, di je pumpa? Sad ja moram tražiti pumpu. Šta je ovo? Pumpa nije sigurno. Aj, Isuse. Sad mi ne možeš da sam moram ići tražiti po podrumu pumpu ili negdje. Daj se ti vozi na ovakvom biciklu, a? Isuse, gleda kako mi trokira. Gdje ću ja sad naći pumpu? Šta je ovo? Ne sviđa mi se ova igrica. Možda zato što samo ja to ne znam igrat. Šta je ova krva? To je vino, dobro. A što za ta šrata? To sigurno nije. Pusti me van. Isus, opet moram biti... Ovo je tako disturbing. I kak da ja... A di je pumpa? Znači ja ne mogu vjerovati da ja sad moram tražiti pumpu da bi si napuhala gume da bi mogla ići na lokaciju gdje nemam pojma gdje idem. Evo, ja nemam pojma. Znači, ja nemam pojma. Ko prvo, ne znam gdje ću naći pumpu. Ako drugo, nemam pojma di trebam ići, ništa trebam slikat. Evo. I nemojte me pitati zašto ne snimam igrice. Evo, zato što ovako ja završim. Ja ne znam šta ja trebam. Ja bi završila tražeći po YouTube-u šta trebam raditi. Eto. Pa ja nemam pojma. Kakvu mapu? Nemam nikakvu mapu. Šta imam tu na B? Oh. Samo sam ja glupa. Dobro. Ok. Znači, bicikl mi upravo zapravo trenutno ni ne treba. Lol, gle, čak... Ja neću komentirat. Ovo je bilo tako jednostavno, a ja sam retardirana. Dobro. Dobro. Wow, nisam dobro frejmala, pa ne razumijem. Kak... Okay.
Excellent. I've taken the picture. Now it's straight to the dark room in the cellar to print it.
Okay. My God.
Daddy recently became a general in the German army. He used to take pictures on the front lines, but now he gives me the materials to take photos.
Nisam znala da imam mapu. Hvala što ste mi rekli, jer ja fakat bi tražila ovdje 3 dana.
I can't allow myself to forget.
By the way, kako vam se sviđa novi emoji? Mislim da rijetko ko gleda stream ili svi gledaju tekmu. To develop a photo, you first have to use šta je ovo? It's an optical instrument that allows you to process photo. Okay. Ok, daćeš mi upute jer ja ovo ne mogu zapamtiti. What? Aha. Čekaj. Okay.
Not a bad photograph. It seems that the camera works perfectly. Now I can take a self-timed photo for Martha's frame.
Okay. That's all. Okay. Ajmo van. Ide mi, ha? Okej. Dobro, a gdje mogu ja vidjet koji su mi zadaci, šta ja trebam raditi? A da pojede doručak možda? Ne. Znači ja nemam pojma. Idem ja van. Ljudi! What the fuck? Dobivaš achievement, da, dobivam achievements. Ali ja mene i dalje zanima gdje je pumpa. Kao, ja bi se htjela voziti na ovome, ne bi samo trčkarala. A na mapi mi ništa neke će reći, ha. Ali pročitala sam. Da, vidjela sam tripod 1. Negdje. Znam da sam ga vidjela negdje. Isuse. Idem ga potražiti. Evo ga tu.
Camera is set up with the self-timer.
Okay. Ok, što ćemo kameru tu ostaviti. Šta je ovo?
These workbenches fascinate me. I would love to learn carpentry. This is where Nanny's husband made my dolls. The puppets I used to play with were made here. I never knew that when I was a child. They always told me that a fairy bought them. I didn't really believe it,
Pokladice, kako si?
it was nice to think that.
Zašto? Ok, idem...
With the enlarger, I can print the images from the film
Ne
onto
moram opet
paper.
ići printat.
It's always a thrill to develop a photo. You can't see anything at first, yet something invisible is captured on the black film. A kind of ghost. That invisible breath then returns to reveal the reality from which it was torn. There are those who say that photography steals the soul or captures it. That's why they used to photograph the dead. But nowadays, almost nobody does it anymore. Even if it's just a delusion, I want to photograph Martha. I want to have a small reflection of who she was with me. But I have to do it secretly or they'll think I'm crazy. Yes, this is me.
Lijepa je.
No one was ever able to tell us apart. But I never had the slightest doubt, and nor did Martha. It's strange how what identifies us most deeply is not visible to anyone.
Šta se radi u igrici? Iskreno ni ja ne kužim. Uglavnom na početku je cura našla tijelo koje pluta u jezeru i skužila je da je to njena sestra blizanka. Onda su ona ju izvukla iz vode i roditelji su dotrčali i kao mama je mislila Marta, Marta, i onda je ova cura odlučila pretvarati se da je Marta, jer Marta je zapravo mrtva, zato što njena majka nju nikad nije voljela i uopće joj nije bilo žao što je umrla, tako da se ova odlučila pretvarati da je Marta. I evo sad ne znam šta radimo, iskreno.
They would tell a different story, I was sure. But deep down, I kept hoping they would confirm my fading memory.
I by the way, gledaj sad, ovo je tako...
Of course the door is locked. The keys aren't hanging on the lock as usual.
Duša ne hvala ti puno na poklonjenom članstvu.
My parents are not going to let me go to the lake anymore after Martha's death. So this is the right time. I need to know. The self-doubt
Znači... Goblin. Okay. Moram je slikat. Isuse, ovo je tako disturbing.
It's dark and I can't turn on the lights. It's dangerous. I'll need a flash for the camera. I can look for it amongst Daddy's things in the room below his bedroom.
Gdje je njegova soba? Ova nije. Kolika je ova kuća? Zašto ne mogu?
Here's the camera flash. Now I can photograph Martha even in the dark.
Disturbing.
Daddy's stuff. War maps. I've heard everything will play out on this new defensive line.
Šmrcnule smo u isto vrijeme. Sad ne mogu vjerovati da moram ići njenu mrtvu sestru slikat. Isuse Bože. Ovo je tako disturbing. Šta nije nastavila flashlight? A gdje je flashlight? Isuse.
nice to have you always by my side, even if it's just a picture.
Isuse Bože. Oh, always by my side, ovakva slika. Bože me oprosti. Šta je ovo? Isuse. Isuse, nikad se neće naviknuti nove kontrole. What the fuck?
A photograph is both the present and the past. Dead body. I don't know what I'm expecting. Maybe it's silly to think you can capture the soul of someone who has died. Her face can no longer tell me if what happened was my fault. I should have known that already. All I can do is head to the lake and get those rolls.
Okay. Kaže get to the lake.
July 18th. Everything has changed. I feel like a different person. The best part of me left with Martha. My enthusiasm, my desire to live, and the will to joke around. I find myself alone, left to my own devices, confused with no desire or expectations. I was handling the cameras at the lake and there was a floating body on the water. I don't remember what I was doing before. Yet another memory lapse.
Ne sjećam se šta je radila prije toga.
My sister.
Ljudi, najbolji plot twist ikad će biti ako je ona ubila.
And that I, Julia, was dead. I didn't correct her mistake and now it's too late. If they find out I've been fooling everyone, I don't even want to think about it. I feel terribly guilty pretending to be Martha, pretending to be deaf. I took the photo for Martha's frame. I know it's too late now, and I felt incredible pain placing the picture. I said goodbye to her forever in that moment. I realized she was gone, and there was no going back. I must do one thing for Martha. I must find out what happened. The partisans couldn't have killed her. That's just ridiculous. Lapo is my friend, and he is one of them. He loved us so much. We know all of them. So it's just impossible.
Okay. How about we go to sleep? Ne.
I don't have the courage to use the phone. Not right now. I have to be careful not to wake them up, or they will never let me leave the house.
Gdje sad? Gdje su mi ključevi? Ne razumijem, sad sam uzela. Look at the map i ja sad gledam u mapu. I ti bi trebala sad ići. Di je lake? Ovo je plitak potok. Ok, idem na front door prvo. Ok. Aha. Ajme meni, pa sam mi sad ono bila cijela mapa. Isuse. I ja sad moram ići tu. Pa ljudi, kak da ja nađem pumpu? Ja ne znam. Meni se dolje ne da trčat. Kak vi ne znate, ja ću otići na Google, ja ću googlat. Gdje da nađem pumpu? Pa di mi je bicikla uopće? €30 košta igra. What the fuck? Ja sam je platila $15. Iskreno, ne vrijedi ni tih 15 što sam ja platila, jer meni osobno. Kao, nemam pojma. Užasno je spora, jako puno priča. Ja volim kad je više akcije u igri. Evo, ja već pola sata tražim pumpu. Ali dobro, to je samo issue with me. Jer ja sam sad izgubila, nema ni bajka. Znači, nema ni bicikla, znači ja ću morat sad trčat, ha? Mislim, ovo će trajati 100 godina.
The forest is very dark. The lighter will not be enough. Better to use the gas lamp.
A volim kako mi ovdje da da je većinom negdje kod ulaza, a za biciklom ništa. Ovo je bilo jednostavno za naći. ići dolje, pa desno. Ha ha ha. Ha ha. Auto-saved. Ne sviđa mi se to.
But this night scares me. In the dark, I can feel all the harm I've caused. It's getting closer with each step. I feel it brushing up against me like a cold wind. I hurt Martha. The closer I get to the lake, the more certain I am of this. How could it not be? I killed her to steal the love that everyone felt for her but didn't feel for me.
Šta je ona ubila?
How could I have done such a thing?
Jel je? Jel je? What? Huh? Majke ti mile, kakvi su to zvukovi.
German soldiers. Daddy ordered patrols to be carried out near the house, but how could they have lost a helmet? God only knows.
Jel ju je? Pa mislim sad je rekla, jel? Ona ju je ubila.
Oh no! Damn lamp! Luckily I still have my lighter with me. Cameras are somewhere around here. Two cameras left.
Ne, sorry, nisam to htjela. I ona se baš odlučila po noći ići po to. Zašto ne? Psihopatkinja.
Shred of fabric here in the woods. How strange. Let's take a photo of it. One more camera to collect. How could it have ended up here? It looks familiar.
Oprostite. Zašto je ona baš tako postavila kamere tu u jezero? Ne, ona je ubila.
I've got them all. These films are going to help me understand what happened. Now I should rush home to develop them.
Smo sve uzeli, okej. I dalje sam prehlađena, muke. Hvala na pitanju. Kašljem, suhi kašalj me ubija. Nos mi je stalno zaštopan ili curi ili ne znam, nijem više šta. What? Stavit ću malo više svjetla, da je malo bolje vidite. Ja se neću okrenut. Bitno da sam se tu okrenula. Ja se ne bih okrenula. Ne. What the fuck? What the fuck? Ugh! Ew! What? That was weird. That's disgusting.
Oh, yet another nightmare. She entered my dreams once more. Maybe she wants to talk to me. What am I saying? Fairy tales coming true. Yet I feel... No, these are the thoughts of a crazy person, and I'm not crazy.
Da, nisi crazy, molim te lijepo. Molim? Prokrvarila. Isusa Bože. Šta je ovo?
Damn it, what's all this blood? I'm not due yet and there's a lot more than usual. What's happening to me? Am I going to be joining Martha sooner than I thought? I have to wash up and do what needs to be done. If I'm sick, I have little time. The truth awaits me. It must be hidden within those rolls. What am I thinking? I would stain my clothes with blood.
O, Mladene! Dobro večer, hvala ti puno na poklonjenom članstvu. Čekaj, šta je uopće sad moram? Se moram oprat negdje. No, kak da se... Aha. Mogla si se otuširat.
That's better. But I still don't understand all of that blood. That's never happened to me before. But I'm not going to tell my doctor. Otherwise he'll make me stay in bed and rest.
Ajmo se mi obući.
This dress is only for special occasions.
Ok, šta sad moramo? Aha, moramo ići razvit slike. Oops, sorry.
It's very rude, but I could pick up the phone and listen to their conversation.
How are you doing today, Rennie?
I'm worried, Father. Very worried. We found more partisan tracks in the woods, right next to the house. That Lapo, I suspect he may be involved in the death of...
No, please don't say that. It's not possible. I know the boy and I don't...
Father, anything is possible in these dark times. Anything. That boy didn't even come to say goodbye to Julia. Didn't they love each other dearly?
He must be terribly scared. Julia always used to say that.
Yeah, sure, she used to say they were just friends, but you know too, right? Friends are not supposed to do such things, Father. Or are they? But anyway, you're defending them both. You, my husband, and even the nanny who, deep down, is a good woman.
The nanny? I believe the nanny is the one who hurt Julia. With her evil passion for those cards, they are cursed things. I hope you made them disappear.
Of course. I keep them safe in my room. Anyway, you must forgive me, Father. I have to go. They've come to pick me up. Have a good day.
You too.
Lapo's involved in Martha's death. My mother is losing her mind again. How could anyone even imagine such nonsense? And Don Attilio, he is a great friend, but what a weird view. Those cards are just a game. But most importantly, they're mine. Why on earth did they take them from me?
Moramo pročitat novine.
The Superior Commander of the German Federal Armed Forces announces 1. Whoever is in possession of weapons or explosives not reported to the German headquarters will be shot. 2. Whoever harbors bandits and or protects them and provides them with clothing and or weapons will be shot. 3. Whoever is aware of the existence of any rebel groups or even lone rebels without reporting them will be shot.
Okay.
the superior commander of the German Federal Armed Forces,
A to
announced
jesmo.
war rages on the Eastern Front. An attack launched by the Soviets after hours of cannonade. The fight on this front has been going on for a long time. Fighting in Normandy. Victorious Germanic counterattack on the road from Perriers to Carentan. Pont-Heber reconquered north of Saint-Lô. Many US losses caused by the flying bomb action.
Smo počitali? Jesmo. What?
I have to be careful and keep the volume down as I listen. I must go unnoticed. I am meant to be deaf after all.
Ready? Julia? You ready?
Sure, Daddy. I'm good to start.
I've already started recording.
No, my voice will sound awful.
No way, come on. Didn't you want to study singing anyway?
No, I was young and stupid when I said that.
Okay.
Hvala ti, Mladene. Puno ti hvala.
Oh, how nice. It's the rehearsal for last week's concert. I never heard the recording, but...
Čekaj, ja imam streamer mode uključen i zato mi nema glazbe. Kako da to vratim?
With this lens, I can shoot very close up.
Okay.
A lens and a roll of infrared film. They can photograph what the naked eye cannot see.
Mogu još šta tu pokupiti?
Orange filter. When there is fog, it improves the image by giving it some contrast. Blue filter. Ideal for indoor photos. Red filter for super high contrast photos. With this lens, everything gets bigger. This lens increases the framed area. It allows me to fit more into the image. These images could change everything. I cannot bear the fact that I may have hurt myself. I would rather die. Damn my head and these memory lapses. It's such a pain not remembering. It's like getting lost inside yourself.
Bolje da uključim opet streamer mod, jer ako vas živcirava glazba ili da ostavim? Oh my god. Mene živcira, ću uključiti streamer mod. Preglasno mi je.
Here I was running toward the pier, just as I remember.
Ok. Znači ova igrica je samo razvijanje slika.
Yes, I've undressed and I'm about to dive in. This matches my memory. I'm carrying Martha to shore. I'm trying to save her. My memories, although fuzzy, do match reality. I feel a little better. Now I can find out who really hurt Martha. Maybe I should meet with the White Lady. She might be able to tell me something. Is this crazy talk? Yes, definitely. But what's normal about any of this? Maybe you have to be a little crazy to get anything done.
Ok, ali imamo još. Ne, to je to. Moram naći karte. Ok. Ljudi, jesam došla bar do pola igre.
A tripod is necessary to take photos with long exposures. I have found what I need to take infrared photos.
Moram naći tarot karte. Wow. Bože, ona je još ovdje.
Books, books, and more books. In our villa, there must be 10 times more than even here.
Četiri sata, Isuse. Da li meni to traje duže?
Following the dramatic news from the countryside, Archbishop Toccarelli will protest with the French in the city for the raping being committed by invading troops. New ordinance for the safety of citizens. From this moment on, it is forbidden for anyone to leave their homes and walk the streets of San Cassiano. All windows, including cellars, house entrances, and doorways, must remain closed night and day. The population are advised to stay in their cells, or, where these do not exist, churches and other large buildings. The patrols of German armed forces have orders to shoot at people who are on the street, or who are found looking out of their windows. I shall
Ne,
repeat
ovo je
the
predosadno meni.
ordinance for the safety
Mislim,
of
samo se šetam okolo i razvijam
From this
fotke.
moment on, it is forbidden for anyone to leave their
Ja sam
homes
uplatila samo
and
$15, ali
the streets of San
i dalje
Cassiano.
previše za ovo. Ovo mi je
Windows,
bez
including
veze.
cellars, house entrances, and doorways, must remain closed night and day. The population
Okej, ali ja moram ovo slušat.
or, where these do not exist, churches and other large buildings. The patrols of German armed forces have orders to shoot at people who are on the street, or who are found looking out of their windows.
Daj. Niš ne mogu. Gle, zaštekalo mi je. Da, gle ovo, niš neće. Gle ovo. Ne mogu se mrtnut od ovog. Ok. Znači, sad idemo... Fuck. Da, naći... idemo naći tarot karte.
Following the dramatic news from the countryside, Archbishop Toccarelli will protest with the French in the city for the raping being committed by invading troops. New ordinance for the safety of citizens. From this moment on, it is forbidden for anyone
Dear Mother, this is hard, but I have something to tell you. I found out that Julia is pregnant.
A?
Go to the lake tomorrow morning at 7 and watch her as she bathes. You'll see that her tummy is growing. Martha. What? I'm not pregnant. Why is everything becoming even more confusing? I'm
What?
searching for an explanation, but instead I'm left with more questions. Here are my cards. Nanny and I always used to play with them. She would predict my future and I pretended to predict
What the
hers.
fuck?
The future was always good for everyone. Maybe when she read them, she saw my true future, which she hid from me. Or more likely, these cards are actually just a stupid game to reassure and deceive oneself with. But deceiving oneself is sometimes necessary. How can we live happily otherwise?
Previše priča, stvarno.
Herverton again. I feel like these pills do nothing other than agitate her. Romola, 15th of July 1944. Dear Mrs. Irene, I'm writing to let you know that all is well here at the villa. Thank you for being so considerate and caring. I apologize for the simplicity of the housing you were forced to live in. I also locked the room where the little one used to stay as requested. I've left you the key. It is the one with the pink keyring. Try to stay safe. Best regards, Nanny. Why on earth did Mummy have that door locked? It was my room. What is she trying to hide?
Wow.
The end of a relationship. It's very clear, but my plans will be successful. I only need to know what these plans are.
What? What is this? Ok, moramo naći ključeve, ajmo.
This is Mummy's jewellery. She wears them every day, even though Daddy says it's impractical and dangerous to show signs of wealth these days. As usual, she doesn't want to listen to reason and ends up arguing with Daddy until he goes to play war, as she says. There are more and more weapons around, and everyone is scared after what happened. The keys to my old room are not here. Where are they? Dad loves these prints of Florence. I find them a bit sad.
Zašto ja u svojoj sobi imam 2 kreveta?
During deep winter, I would go to sleep snuggled by the fire and Nanny would get angry. Do you want to turn into a piece of charcoal, Julia? Mummy's family coat of arms.
Gdje su ključevi?
One of Daddy's many photos. Who knows who these other people are?
Doslovno sve sam pretražila. Se ona još tu?
Daddy, Mummy, and my grandparents. It seems almost impossible that Father is a soldier. Mother would have been more suitable if she wasn't a woman. Daddy's canes. They are so beautiful, but I can't say why, but they have always scared me. Here's the bicycle pump. Riding bikes around here is beautiful. These are Mummy and Daddy's bikes, though. Mine is outside.
Ovo je tako disturbing. Ja i dalje nisam našla ključeve. Netko ih je uzeo. Ok, idemo na bike i idemo naći White Lady, ok? Baš ne bi ni stepenica, ha? Ajme, bože, bolje da trčim. Kakve su ovo kontrole? Halo? Maja, mene neko zeza. Marš s bicikla, ne mogu. Evo, ja ne znam šta radim uopće. Jo bi kao trebalo biti brže. Pa brže sam ja kad trčim. Strašno dosadno. Isuse, moram stvarno okružiti ove kamenčiće. Isuse. Ma daj marš, kak da siđem s bicikla? Ajmo šta moram. Idemo do jezera.
Soldiers doing? It's dangerous, I know, but I want to follow them and see what's happening.
Verdammt!
What the fuck? Što se događa?
Oh God, please no. Lapo, my dear friend. What have they done to you? Your handkerchief was the symbol of what you believed in. At least that is left of you. Dear Julia, are you surprised that I've addressed this to you and don't think you're dead? Everyone calls you Martha now, right?
What?
I know you too well. I can never understand why no one else can ever tell you apart. Not even your own mother and father. Martha is gone and I cannot reconcile myself.
Du hast ein Mädchen erschossen, du Idiot.
Scheiße, scheiße, scheiße. Was machen wir jetzt? Sieh mal, was sie um ihren Hals hat. Sie ist eine von ihnen. Es musste getan werden.
Sie ist die Tochter von General Erich K., du verdammter Trottel. Sie war die Freundin von diesem armen Kerl. Oh, verdammt, jetzt sind wir wirklich am Arsch.
Scheiße, lass uns abhauen.
Aber sie lebt noch. Sie liegt im Sterben. Siehst du, wo du sie getroffen hast? Sie ist bestimmt schon tot. Wir müssen jetzt abhauen, sonst sind wir auch bald tot.
I'm dying, I thought. But strangely enough, I wasn't afraid. In fact, I was almost relieved. When I returned, I found myself once again in the midst of a bad dream. One whose meaning I did not understand at the time.
What the fuck?
I give you back your innocence. 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 I give you back your innocence.
Je, užasno mi je dosadno, ali hoću vidjeti šta bude na kraju.
I give you back your
Jesmo mi blizu kraja?
Two sisters were destined to die. Julia, the first sister, and Martha, the second. On Julia's day of departing, identical twins stood before me, impossible to tell apart. They questioned my presence, since they were still so young. Julia must come with me, I demanded. But they both claimed to be Martha. I explained that Martha's fate was soon to be the same, and their games were useless. I didn't have time for it. The war was keeping me busy. But they didn't concede.
Ni blizu
and
kraja.
instead
What?
insisted. Can we follow you together? No, impossible. Are you sure Martha will die too? Nothing is certain in wartime. What if the wrong person went with you? Then you would have cheated death. One would die unjustly, and the other would simply
Ajme,
be
meni
delaying
se
her
uopće
fate.
ne dam.
They discussed amongst themselves, then hugged before one of them came forward. She stared in a determined, almost threatening manner. I guessed it was Martha sacrificing herself, giving more time to her sister. But I stayed silent, not to reveal their failed deception. No one lies to the face of their own death. So I asked how their choice was reached. We drew lots by throwing a medallion, she said quietly. They had trusted in fate. Oh, how naive they were. They knew fate plays by its own rules, which is true, but it is also my ally. Fate never would have allowed the wrong girl to follow me.
Daš malo, ćemo imati
In that
12
case,
sati live, viš
my
sam
work
malo.
was done. She must have been Julia. However, little to my knowledge at the time, that blasted medallion had the same name engraved on both sides. Martha's. So, my first assumption was correct. They were too damn smart, and had fooled both fate and me. One thing is for sure. I'll put things back where they belong. I will correct my ignorance and give fate back its blindfold.
Okej, ja sam skoro zaspala dok je ovo trajalo. Znači, toliko sam...
Damn, this hurts so bad. I can hardly breathe.
Toliko mi se spava i prehlađena sam da me oči peku. Znate onaj osjećaj kad ste prehlađeni i ne možete gledat, oči vas prže. E, to mi se događa. Koliko još ima ove igre? Mi može, molim vas, neko provjerit na internetu kod možda nekoga. Šta ja to gledam? Aha, to su sisa, dobro. Ako mi nije teško da neko samo pogleda na koliko sam igrice, ako sam daleko od kraja, ja ću završiti sad.
No, my bag is not here. My diary. Lapo's letter.
How is she? How is my daughter? Please, doctor. Please give me good news.
It's a miracle she's alive, Eric, but she will be all right.
Okay. Kakav kod?
The bullet passed right by her heart and exited her chest. Unbelievably, it missed her lungs, spine, and heart. She could have been paralyzed or died. But thankfully, she's fine. I examined her thoroughly. She didn't even lose that much blood. She was lucky. And you were lucky, so to speak.
She was lucky that my wife went for a walk in the woods. Otherwise...
Otherwise, she would have bled to death, yes.
I don't know what to say. All of this. It's too much. So much death and suffering. Nothing more.
Don't worry, Eerie. She's young, so she'll recover quickly. I'll be here all day anyway.
Thank you, Doctor, for
Thank
everything.
you, Doctor.
Do you mind coming with me to pick my wife up from the cemetery? The funeral will start soon in the chapel.
Of course not. Lead the way.
Što ste rekli, još sat vremena? Oh my god, koliko me oči peku.
The ceremony is today, so I need a suitable dress. I would like to spend a moment with my sister, just me and her alone, before people arrive for the funeral and then take her away.
Violence against citizens continues.
What if the bag is here somewhere?
Once again, General K's family has come under fire. Now it is the life of her sister.
Nets for catching butterflies, poor creatures. I had so much fun with them.
It is only by the grace of God that the girl is alive. The anti-fascist political motive appears to be the only reason behind the cowardly act. The New Zealand troops are advancing slowly. After the Battle of Port Gibbonsi on the 18th, they are still far from the Tavernelli Val di Tito. The German resistance on Tuscan Hills has been exhausting for the invaders.
Ga ne mogu otvoriti uputani niš. A daj.
There's my bag. Thank God. Let's hope Lapo's letter is in there. Dear Julia, are you surprised that I've addressed this to you and don't think you're dead? Everyone calls you Martha now, right? I know you too well. I can never understand why no one else can ever tell you apart. Not even your own mother and father. Martha is gone, and I cannot reconcile myself to that fact. I have to stay hidden, and sadly I can't run to you. Even if I would love nothing more than to hold you tight and cry together. No words. I just want to be close to you. Can we meet in the barn tonight? I will try my best to be there around midnight. Don't be alarmed, but if things get ugly, please remember this number, 6934. He knew he was in serious danger, but what about the letter? I had it in my hand when the soldiers ran off. Mummy found me, and if she's read it, well, she hates Lapo, and now she must know who I am. No, she probably would have left me there to die. She'd rather have no daughter than the wrong one.
Wow.
Before I passed out, I must have put it back in my bag. There is no other explanation.
Wow. Je, užasno je dosadno.
There is darkness that brings uncertainty, but there will be a guide. Something that can teach me something.
Ok, ajmo dalje.
July 19th. I retrieved the cameras at the lake, but I had convinced myself that I was the one who had hurt Martha. So much so that when I had the rolls with me on the way home, I found myself in another horrible dream. I don't even remember going to sleep. As soon as I woke up, I developed the film. The photos confirmed to me that my memory of that night was correct. It was a great relief. I have decided to go back to the lake in an attempt to communicate with the White Lady. I know it's a crazy thought, but I can't get it out of my head. I need to know what happened to Martha, so I must pursue every possible avenue, even the path of insanity.
Oh my god. Možda mogu biciklom ovako ići. Nemam pojma. Ok, moram ići say let's goodbye sister.
I should pick up the phone but remain silent. If I let the caller speak first, I'll find out who it is.
Hello? Ma'am? Can you hear me? Is there somebody there? Mr. Eric?
It's the nanny. I can confide in her. Nanny? Hello, it's me.
What? Hello? Oh my lord. I must be dreaming or something.
No, Nanny, you're not dreaming. It's really me, it's Julia.
Oh my god. Julia. My little
What?
sparrow. How wonderful. Sorry, but I thought you were dead. I saw you lying there dead. This brings me so much joy that actually you must explain to me, my little sparrow. What is happening?
Kako ona
I
to
told
misli?
Nanny everything that had happened. She was sad for Martha, of course, but very happy at the same time. I was the one she had a special bond with. I explained to her that I wanted to try and meet the White Lady, even if I knew it was a silly idea. But she didn't think I was a fool. Quite the opposite. She explained to me what I should do in an attempt to meet her. It was complicated. I noted everything down carefully in my diary. Who knows, maybe she did it only to keep me occupied, while deciding what to do with me and who to warn. I won't ever know, though, because that very same day, a bomb struck the villa. They all died. We should have been in that house ourselves, but instead...
Užasno mi je dosadno. Užasno mi je dosadno. Zašto sam ja dala $15?
Bye, Nanny. I love you.
Goodbye, my darling. I thought I'd lost you. Be careful, my little sparrow.
Martha was taken to the chapel for her funeral. I want to say goodbye to her alone before everyone arrives. Attempted murder in La Romola. After the murder of Julia Kay, today her twin sister is the victim of another
Meni se
attempted
isto
murder.
spava, mislim da
The
ću završiti
condition of the
stream,
young
meni je ovo
girl
užasno
found by
dosadno.
the German troops
Mislim, ako
is
hoćete da
notable
završim,
concern. The
mogu,
political motive behind this is
ali mi je
becoming
užasno
all the more
dosadno.
clear. But that's not what happened. It's all wrong. Mummy was the one who found me. The German soldiers shot me. Best to stay quiet. No one ever believes the truth. The Battle of Tuscany. German operations in the Livorno area. Extremely violent fighting in the streets of the city.
Ne, neću se pribacivati na ništa, užasno sam
Even
umorna.
in Florence, the war is
Sutra ćemo
beginning to
igrati
be felt.
PTB jer izlazi
Supplies are
Lara
starting to
Croft.
run out. Bread may only last a few
Još jedna
days.
verzija Ormonda,
Prices
dobit
are
ćemo još
rising
jednu verziju.
dramatically. Meat
A
cannot
dobit
be
ćemo
found
novu
for
verziju
100 to
Jamalka.
140 lira per kilo.
I ne znam, ima još
The gas
dosta
has
nekih
been cut
promjena,
and there is
tako
no
da,
power.
a sutra to izlazi u PTB-u pa ćemo to sutra gledati. What the fuck? Isuse, kako je sporo!
Poor little one. He's dead. Poor little guy. His place is by Martha's side. Commune of San Casciano, Province of Florence. Death certificate. From the Register of Death Certificates of this commune, number 174, part 3, series 12 of the year 1944. It is certified that on the day of the 16th of July of the year 1944, Julia Kay has died, resident of Via Perchabaya, born in La Romola. On the 26th of February 1923, the daughter of General Erich Kay and Irene Kay, Don Attilio D will give the funeral, and the esteemed Mr. Alberto M, who will look after the burial in the cemetery of La Romola. Telephone number 6537. The official state civil service. General Galeazzo T.
To.
Nanny always calls me Little Sparrow. This is the part of me that died with Martha. It'll be safe next to her. Here, Martha. This is my heart. Carry it with you. I'm starting to understand how painful your condition must have been. Not being able to properly communicate with anyone is becoming increasingly difficult. I envied you, but I did not see your suffering. I did not understand your courage. I miss you so much, Martha. I'm not worthy to dress in your clothes. Now I know what must be done to meet Nanny has explained everything to me. I must try to meet her early in the morning when it is foggy, or all will have been in vain. That's what the legend says. This is what I need to do. 1. I must re-invoke her loss by putting her into contact with her lover. To do this, Nanny said to look for his grave in the woods, but there are so many. Daddy always said that infrared photos can see what the naked eye cannot. Maybe then they also see ghosts. There wouldn't be anything strange
Toliko
about
dosadno
that.
da ne mogu, ne, stvarno je
Instead of trying to
dosadno.
contact one after all.
Užas.
How crazy. 2. A part of me needs to enter her world. A lock of hair would work.
Mislim, realno zanima me šta je na kraju, kao koji je rasplet cijele priče, ali daj kao reci mi šta je bilo jer ovo mi je predosadno.
Something will come to mind when I least expect it. 4. To communicate with her, I will need to use my tarot cards. I will meet with the lady on the island where her lover was executed.
Ljudi, meni se ovo više ne da. Ja ovo više ne mogu igrati. Ja idem spavat. Ja idem spavat. Znači, ovo je toliko dosadno. Oh my god. Znači, užas. Evo, ja ne znam kako je ovo vama bilo, meni je bilo toliko dosadno. Ja, ne znam, to toliko sporo se sve događa. Tako nepotrebno sporo. Doslovno nepotrebno sporo. Užas, znači ova igrica je mogla davno završiti da nije bilo ovako sporo. Doslovno, ja ne razumijem kako ste glasovali za to, bilo je 50-50. Znači ova i ne znam koja igrica još bila, znači doslovno glasovi su bili 50-50%. Ja sam mislila da će biti zabavno, ali realno ovo je užas. Sutra ćemo uživati. Ti si kupi za 25 eura. Ja sam sretna što je moj Steam u dolarima. Tako da mi je dosta jeftinije. 15 dolara sam je platila, ali to je previše. Evo mi je uopće katastrofa. Znači, koliko traje stream? Ili traje više od 3 sata? Jer ako ne, ja ću tražiti refund. Možeš tražiti ako nisi igrao više od 3 sata. Izabrala si pogrešan 50, doslovno pogrešan 50, what the fuck. Vidjela sam da dosta dugo traje igra. Isuse Bože. Vidjela sam da traje dosta dugo, pa sam mislila kao bit će taman super za neki dugi stream. Ali ovo je toliko dosadno, predugo traje. 2 sata, super. Znači ja ću tražiti refund jer ja ovu igricu, ovo je užas. Užas! Sutra se gledamo u Dead by Daylightu. Skoro 3 sata. Brzo ću sad isključiti onda. Quit game. Yes, da mogu tražiti refund jer ja ovo ne želim. Znači... Oprostite, ja sam morala isključiti igricu. Ovo je toliko dosadno. Anyway, hvala što ste me pratili. Gledali ovaj stream iako je bio ultra dosadan. Sutra ćemo igrati Dead by Daylight PTB. Malo da vidimo Laru Croft, da vidimo koji su i perkovi, da vidimo sve te novosti koje su došle. U srijedu ćemo igrati nešto chill. U četvrtak igramo opet Horror Night. Vidjet ćemo šta ćemo. Ne prihvaćam više prijedloge, ja ću nešto odabrat. I u petak imamo Open Lobbies. To je neki... Amandu bi mogli u četvrtak. Ajde vidjet ćemo. Anyway, dosta. Uživajte mi, laku noć, lijepo se naspavajte, oporavite se od ove užasno dosadne igrice i vidimo se sutra kad će biti puno zabavnije. Uživajte.